Happy Friday. So this room has always fascinated me a bit. This is the old electrical room that would feed this this side of the building. So outside, if ever you've seen some of the outside footage, there's a smokestack. I'll go ahead and put some footage of that here in a second. But there's a smokestack in the back. So it used to be their own powerhouse on site. And this here was one of the electrical rooms. So you can see here, you have all the switch gear, and then that is solid copper. Solid copper feeds. You can see the disconnects. And there used to be a wooden pole here to turn these on and off, but that's long gone. And then here was the fire suppression system. And you can see this is all dead now. It was all cut at the bottom. And that was before our time, because we haven't gotten to recycle any of that wire. But that is all solid copper tubing. How cool is that? So now in this room here, and I don't think I've ever showed you footage of this, it's right off of our sample room. So here we have all the different samples, materials, and things we've tested for people, and we started organizing this this bench. As you can see, it's still a work in progress. They have our little test furnace right here, and then a bunch of other samples that have come in, and all the good stuff. All right, so coming off that room, we have our demo plant area here. So it's a little hammer mill with the magnet. Anyways, I always like showing people when they come and visit just old parts of the building. This building was used during the war to make bearings for General Motors. During World War II, that's why all these columns, massive columns. We actually had an engineer that was working with a company upstairs who wanted to pour a slab to put a heavy piece of equipment on, and the tenant upstairs, they're directly above the other space. They wanted to know how thick of the concrete they could, pour, and the engineer came in and looked at it. He says, "You could fill this whole room with concrete," and it's this building is so overly engineered. And there's a powerhouse. We'll go over there. I'll show you the powerhouse up close. All right, so here you go. It's all very overgrown, but you have this building here, and it straddles this the creek. This is where they used to generate the steam to run the turbines. So there's a little bridge access there. They've had a couple ideas over the years of turning this into a brewery and whatnot, but the city wouldn't let them do anything with this. It's actually huge. I've been in there once. They've since boarded it up, but I've been in it once. The ceilings are about 30 feet high inside. There's this little bridge here that goes across, and there's access from the other side as well. But it's just a cool old building. So this is the powerhouse for this building right here. We're in the front space from about where those trailers are on. The equipment manufacturing is behind this, and the processing is behind that, and the receiving of material is back there, and so are the offices. Here's where the power would have come out of, and all this setup. It's just kind of neat to see how these old buildings were made, and they're still standing. This behind me is probably almost 200 years old. The front of the building is more nice offices upstairs, and the back side in the basement we're always manufacturing. So anyways, hope you like this. It's a little different than our usual videos, but I just thought I'd share a little bit of this. The Connecticut and this area is just completely filled with these kinds of old buildings, and I've always been fascinated by this kind of stuff. And when I first came to look at the building, Yeah, I just kind of fell in love with the spot and just the old architecture. And the front of the building is all wood, so there's none of those concrete columns. It's all just wood columns. You can see there's still some ball bearings stuck in the cracks there. So we're on the 3rd floor, and I brought my mask just in case but I should be alone. It's pretty early here, so there shouldn't be anybody else in here. So this is not part of our space. This is just shared hallway access, and you can see the wood here. This one here is on end. So these are all little pieces on end. The wood grain is made to go down so that the oil would just seep down. So yeah, that's not contaminated at all. Just funny how things work. So now we're actually walking through we're in the new space back there. That actually was part of the new part of the building into the old. There's even a catering company in here. So if you want lunch, we just, pre-COVID, we would just take the elevator or the stairs, go upstairs, and could grab lunch in here. So you can see here this is a little different. This is all bricks and wood in this space here. And you can see all the wood columns on the corners. So here's the front of the front upstairs, I guess, lobby, and you can see the old brick walls, and that's the front of the building. So there is space for lease. Anyways, hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Happy Friday.